Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel YouTube Putri Sulastri. Okay, here I would like to tell you about social issue. It in our environment that is always happen. It's about flooding. The cause of flooding are like when we throw a rubbish to the river or the soil cannot absorb the water volume, of course it make flooding, guys. So when we get flooding, flooding flooding make negative effect, many negative effect when we get flooding. It's like example is when we get flooding, we cannot studying, we cannot working, we cannot eating well, and we cannot, and etc. All is very difficult for us when we do something. Example, when I was senior high school, I got flooding in my school when I was studying in senior high school, that is in pesantren. So we get big flooding there especially in Barabai. When in Barabai, we cannot studying, we cannot working, we cannot eating well. Why? Because our room or our building, many of pull up the water in the room. So of course we cannot sleep well there because full of the water. So when I was senior high school too, we get big flooding, and we have to we will have we will we we would have a holiday because get flooding, because of flooding, because that when we cannot prevent the disaster, the natural disaster in our environment, because that don't throw the rubbish to the river, because it make flooding. When flooding, of course it's very make our environment is bad, like many rubbish anywhere, and of course make the water is dirty. It make our health is bad, and our environment is bad. So if you want to keep our environment well, you have to throw the rubbish to the dustbin. Don't throw the rubbish to the river, because it make flooding. Many always flooding is always happen in our environment, especially in Indonesia. Indonesia always get flooding. Why? Because they throw the rubbish to the river. They don't throw the rubbish to the dustbin. Of course we get accidents like that. Flooding is natural disaster that we cannot prevent, guys, because that you have to throw your rubbish to the dustbin. River make a negative effect in our life. It's very bad social issue. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thanks, and see you guys again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.